audio has been obtained of Trump campaign staffers in Wisconsin, one in particular, and I'll get the name for you here in a second, talking about their plan to fan the flames of the big lie. They didn't use that word, but he used the phrase, fan the flames. And this is Trump Wisconsin campaign chief Andrew Iverson. And this is shortly after, days after the 2020 election, and where the conversation began, at least among this group of Trump-involved individuals. Take a look.
Here's the drill. Comms is going to continue to fan the flame and get the word out.
So you heard that. Comms, communications, going to continue fanning the flames
About the Democrats trying to steal this election. We'll do whatever they need our help with. Okay, so just be on standby in case there's any stunts we need to pull. Look, guys, at the end of the day, like...
Stand by. I'm just making sure in case you can't hear the audio completely. Stand by in case there are any stunts we need to pull, is what he said.
This operation received more votes than any other Republican in Wisconsin history. Like, and it wasn't even close. Guys, we outperformed the president in 16 by just over 200,000 votes, right? Like, say what you want. Our operation turned out Republican or DJT supporters. Democrats just got 20,000 more than us out of Dane County and by their shenanigans in Milwaukee, Green Bay, and Dane. So there's a lot that people can learn from this campaign.
So there he's kind of bragging about how successful he feels their operation was in Wisconsin, but talking about we need to be prepared and we're going to fan the flames and stand by in case we need to pull any stunts. And even though a while now has passed by, that's kind of necessary, because to really understand all the details coming out of such a historic event like a president and those around him attempting to stay in power despite losing an election, we need the time for reporting and investigations to uncover all the different necessary elements so that we can get a clear picture of what was going on in the build up to January 6th and even afterwards. And the attempts by Trump, his allies, to keep him in power. That is wild. And I know we talk about this and so many do, but we can't forget how dangerous that is, how historic that is, and how threatening of our democratic process that is for a president to try to use his authority as president and use everything at his disposal to stay in his position of power after losing an election, not conceding. It is terrible. And so there you're seeing another example of the behind the scenes. We've gotten a lot of this out of the January 6th investigation done by the Congressional Committee, and other investigations, other reporting. But with this, the Wisconsin campaign team, it must have been talking about the communications department fanning the flames and admitting that the Democrats got 20,000 more votes in the place he was talking about, and here made the difference, alluding to or saying shenanigans. But they knew, I'm sure there are a few exceptions, but for the most part, they knew what they were doing, that they didn't have the evidence. Otherwise, they would have been touting that evidence. They would have brought that evidence to court. Instead, it had to be all about how are we going to optically make this look like a stolen election so that we can help Trump stay president despite losing. Very scary stuff. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to be a part of what makes this show possible, plus get access to the full video version of the show hours before all the clips are uploaded to YouTube, plus get the full bonus show every single Saturday, you can do so by going to patreon.com/Luke Beasley. That's patreon.com/Luke Beasley. Link in the description.